It's a big day for Starfield as the game's most substantial update yet has officially landed on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PC. This update introduces new performance options for Xbox alongside a slew of other improvements and gameplay options. Here's a comprehensive look at what's new in the Starfield update 1.11.33, which weighs in at just under 25 gigabytes on the Xbox Series X console. Before we get into it, if you enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Starfield news. Responding to player feedback, Bethesda has made some significant improvements to the surface maps in Starfield. Players will now find it much easier to navigate, eliminating the frustration of getting lost on their way to various destinations around the game. These new surface maps inside of Starfield add a lot more detail to the areas that you visit in the game, and they also add icons around the map for all the shops you want to visit so that you can easily tell where everything is. This new update for Starfield also adds a range of new gameplay customization options to the game. Players can now tailor their experience by adjusting settings such as ground combat difficulty and ship combat ease, allowing for a more personalized gaming experience. Additionally, you can now change many different settings in Starfield, such as how much damage you do to enemies and even the amount of credits vendors have to buy your items in their store. But you do need to pay attention to some of the modifiers that these settings are adding. Depending on if you make the game easier or harder for yourself, you can get an XP boost or reduction. Another highly requested feature has been added to Starfield, and this comes in the form of player decorations, and you can now decorate the interior of your ships just like you can do with the outposts in the game. This new mode allows for even more creative expressions and personalizations within Starfield. You can even start with a blank slate module on your ship that you can completely make your own. This new update also introduces tabs to the container menus in Starfield, making inventory management for players much more streamlined and user-friendly. In Starfield, you will also now be able to have the ability to change your character traits and appearance after finishing the game and rolling into a new game plus mode, providing more flexibility in character development. I'm sure that if you plan to have several different new game plus playthroughs of Starfield, being able to change your traits will keep the gameplay interesting for you in the long term and allow for more replayability. There has also been a new third-person camera option for dialogue sequences that has been added to the game, enhancing the cinematic feel of conversations. This feature can be toggled on and off inside the settings menu. The new third-person camera view during the dialogue sequences is one of the standout additions in the update for me personally and is already receiving rave reviews from fans. With this new camera option turned on, you are no longer forced into the close-up angle that has been a hallmark of Starfield's interactions. The new feature was added to the update and the feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Many players who have used this new camera view describe it as a transformative experience inside of Starfield. The ability to see your character and the surroundings during conversations add a new layer of immersion and enjoyment to the game. Now let's talk a bit about some of the display settings that have been added to Starfield in this recent update. New display settings have been introduced for Xbox Series X users, allowing players to prioritize either visuals or performance based on their system preferences. As a part of this recent update for Starfield, Xbox Series X players are now set to enjoy some brand new display options for Bethesda's sprawling space RPG. One of the headline features of this update is the introduction of a proper 60 FPS performance mode on Xbox Series X consoles, although Xbox Series S will not receive this option at this time. The introduction of this new 60 FPS performance mode in Starfield is big news for Xbox Series X players. This mode promises to deliver smoother and more responsive gameplay, enhancing the overall experience in the game. Players with variable refresh rate displays running at 120Hz will benefit the most from this Starfield update, as it allows the game to dynamically adjust frame rates for optimal performance based on your system. In addition to this new 60 FPS mode, Bethesda is also introducing a 40 FPS option for players with 120Hz VRR displays. This setting aims to balance performance with visual quality, maintaining the high level of detail from the game's quality mode while offering some improved frame rates. With this new update in Starfield, you can now choose between 30, 40, 60, or even an uncapped frame rate on VRR displays. If you do not have a VRR display running at 120Hz, you will still be able to select from 30 or 60 FPS modes. Screen tearing may occur at times when selecting 60 on a non-VRR display though. This means that even players without a 120Hz VRR display can still enjoy the new 60 FPS mode in Starfield, though they may experience some screen tearing. Bethesda has also introduced a feature allowing players to prioritize either visuals or performance. You can now prioritize between visuals and performance while you try try to maintain the frame rate target. If you're choosing a frame rate target of 60 or above, they recommend changing this to performance mode. Prioritizing your visuals keeps the highest resolution while maintaining full detail for specific effects, lighting, and crowds in the game. Prioritizing performance lowers internal resolution and detail for special effects, lightings, and crowds. Both of these modes may adjust internal resolution dynamically when scenes or action gets heavier as well. When switching between modes, you will see that the lighting changes briefly as the system catches up to the new mode. This new feature provides players with greater control over their gaming experience, allowing them to choose the best balance between visual fidelity and performance based on their preferences and hardware capabilities. This update to Starfield also brings general stability and performance improvements across all platforms. Issues with characters fleeing, avoidance, and pathfinding have been addressed, ensuring smoother gameplay experiences. Various issues with object placement has now been fixed in this update. Additionally, improvements have been made to exterior ship lights in photo mode and during travel sequences. This latest Starfield update brings a wealth of new features, gameplay options, and crucial fixes, making it a must download for all players. With improved performance, enhanced graphics, and a range of new customization options, Starfield continues to evolve and provide a rich gaming experience. The latest May update for Starfield has made a significant wave in the community, introducing a plethora of new performance modes and various fixes to Bethesda's acclaimed 2023 space RPG. Overall, the update has garnered positive feedback from fans of Starfield and has resulted in a very substantial increase in the overall player numbers. According to data from True Achievements, Starfield has experienced a remarkable boost in player engagement. The game has ascended several spots in the Xbox gameplay charts, now securing a place among the top 20 most played games on the platform. The overall increase in Starfield's player base translates to a 72% jump in player numbers since the update was first rolled out back on May 15th. This notable uptick highlights the excitement and enthusiasm players have for the game's new features, particularly the enhanced performance options. This new update to Starfield has clearly succeeded in drawing players back to explore the universe of the game, with improved visuals and smoother gameplay experiences. I would imagine that further updates to the game and the release of the Shattered Space DLC in Starfield will further boost the player counts on this game. The recent update is just the beginning. Bethesda has more exciting updates planned for Starfield, aiming to further enhance the game and maintain its popularity among the player base. The developers' commitment to continuous improvements is evident, and fans can look forward to even more enhancements in the future, including the game's first land vehicles. This was teased as a part of the announcement for this update. The player community has been instrumental in shaping these updates through their feedback and engagement. Bethesda's responsiveness to player needs and suggestions has played a crucial role in the success of these updates, fostering a strong and vibrant community around Starfield. The May update for Starfield has been a game changer, resulting in significant surge in player numbers and widespread acclaim for its new performance modes. The introduction of the 60 FPS mode on Xbox Series X has been particularly well received, drawing players back to the game in droves. With more updates and the DLC for Starfield on the horizon, this game continues to captivate and excite its community, ensuring its place as one of the top games on Xbox at the moment. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all the latest Starfield news. And if you're looking for something else to watch, click one of the videos you're seeing on screen right now. I will see you there.